High voltage t-shirt. I love it. I love it. Anywhere but the front row. So one row back is okay. Come on, you guys. Have a seat anywhere but the front row. Welcome. Welcome to the Orlando Science Center. Oh, I just realized there's some lights.
What type of Tesla coils do you have? Dual resonant?
We'll talk about that in the end. I have one solid state and one back.
I tried to build a spark gap before.
That's what we have. We have a spark gap and a solid state.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you're excited.
Yes, I am.
Have you seen this before?
No, I haven't. I've actually never seen an actual Tesla coil before other than mine, but mine is just small and it doesn't...
Probe effects are used.
And it only makes that long spot.
Okay, come on.
Oh, there's the mad scientist.
Come on, come on.
That's your little frog.
So sorry.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
Why can't we sit down there? Why can't we sit down there? That's probably what.
Yeah, I think like
How long is the show?
Come on in.
no, we don't want to be too high.
Yeah.
My particular favorite topic of science is actually astronomy, personally. So I like to do a little bit of astronomy trivia with the crowd.
Yeah.
Tell me the closest planet to the sun. I need the closest planet to the sun. First hand up.
Mercury.
Mercury is correct. We'd give you a round of applause. Everybody give a round of applause. There we go. Good job.
Hey, sticker.
You just won $1 million.
Yes,
We give a lot of
Full scholarship to MIT.
All right, next
Yay.
question. Who can tell me what is the smallest planet in the solar system? Smallest planet in the solar system. What did you say? Not Neptune. Unfortunately, not Neptune. Oh, good guess, though. Good guess, though. Neptune is not the smallest planet in the solar system. Who can tell me the smallest planet in the solar system right there? Pluto is not correct, unfortunately. Pluto is no longer a planet in our solar system.
Planetoid.
Mercury is correct. Round of applause. Good job. Was officially kicked out of the planet club.
What does HC stand for? Mercury.
You guys can come and have a seat anywhere you like except the front row. Anywhere you like except the front row. So Pluto was kicked out of the planet club. That makes Mercury officially the smallest planet in the solar system.
Make yourselves comfy.
All right. Who can tell me how many planets are known as? This one's kind of tough. Terrestrial planets. Yes.
Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
Oh, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. You said the 4. Those are not known as the terrestrial planets.
I know, but
4. Now the funny thing is, you're kind of right. You just named the wrong planets. 4 planets are considered to be terrestrial planets. I'm going to go ahead and give you this. Give them a round of applause. Unfortunately, you named the gas giant, but there are 4 gas giants. And then there are 4 other planets known as the terrestrial planets, meaning they have ground that you can walk on. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are all planets that you can actually plant your feet on. I'm not suggesting it on all of them, I'm just telling you you could. All right, let's have another question. We're waiting.
Why do they do dual resonant? Dual resonants are so much
the
more.
largest planet in the solar system. Largest planet in the solar system, right here. Jupiter is correct. Volunteered to come up on stage. Did you know that? Come on down. All right, what's your name? Alec, step right in the middle. Say hello, audience.
Hello.
Hello, audience.
Say hello, Alec.
Hello, Alec.
There we go. We've got a good crowd. All right, Alec. Have you ever been a model? Hand model, maybe? No. Do you know how to model?
Just gonna turn him into a
Statue of Liberty? Heisman. Maybe? Huh? No? Vanna? No, nothing. Okay, that's all right. Stick to science. Come on in anywhere you like to sit. You're going to be a model of the solar system. Do you know what's in the solar system? All the planets and the sun. So we've got the sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all the comets, all the asteroids, and all that jazz. That is going to be your body. You're going to represent the entire solar system. Anywhere but the front row, actually. Anywhere but the front row. So you got lots of other seats to choose from. Sorry about that. So your body represents everything in our solar system. I'm going to ask you, of that, how much of your body do you think would be the sun? Would it be your legs? Would it be your torso? Would it be just your head? Would it be everything? Would it be half of you? Give me a guess.
It would be probably this much.
All right, he's going to guess right about here. We're going to call that 20%. 20% of the solar system is going to be the sun. Raise your hands if you think he is right on the money. 20% is about right for how much the sun takes up in our solar system. Raise your hand. And if you think it's less, go ahead and raise your hands. And if you think it's more, go ahead and raise your hands. Those of you with your hands up, go ahead and pat yourselves on the back. You are correct. The sun takes up more than 20% of the solar system.
Oh, not even like total.
Okay. Do you know how much it actually is? It's a lot.
Oh, okay. And it, like, he should be more specific, because in that case.
Belly button, maybe? You know what? It's going to be more than that. Actually, the sun, if you were the entire solar system, would be everything except your nose. Your nose, if you cut it in half, would be Jupiter, and the other half would be everything else. The sun makes up 98% of the entire solar system. Go ahead and give out a round of applause.
As far as math goes, at least.
98% of the solar system is made up of the sun, and this is from volunteering up on stage. We get little trinkets, a lot of things all the time. Come on, if you guys would like to have a seat, welcome to High Voltage. So is Link Tech here yet? She's always late. No, so we will continue talking just for a few more minutes. Real quick, I did want to mention we do have strobe effects during the show, so if that is an issue, this may not be the show for you. Are we doing good? We're shut?
We have clear
What is the
music,
problem?
sir.
We have clear music. Everyone, hi, come on in. That's
Would
you.
that be low to the left too?
You lied to me. That's fine. Come on in. You just broke my trust. Anywhere but the front row. I lied. Anywhere but the front row.
Alright. I'm gonna be careful.
Okay, we're going to shut the door. We are about to get started then. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Orlando Science Center today. This is High Voltage.
Yeah!
And we have someone who actually made a t-shirt for the show. I gotta admit, it's the first time I've ever had that happen. I want to thank you all for coming, and what do you guys think you're going to learn about today?
Tesla coils!
Electricity is correct. Very good. So,
About tournaments.
before we get completely started, I'm going to wait till Stephanie comes in and turns down the music a little bit so we know to hear each other. So electricity is what we're going to learn about. And electricity, this is my safety talk for everybody. Electricity is very dangerous. Anything that we do during the show, I ask that you not do at home.
But I already
And I just needed
did.
to say that for legal reasons. I'm being taped. Now everybody knows I'm covered.
But I already did do this at home. I already built a Tesla coil.
We're going to go and get started. Now, we're going to talk about two forms of electricity mainly,
Alternating
and the two
current.
types that are out there.
Static or
The first one we're going to talk about static electricity. Now,
Yeah.
this is electricity
Static gas.
that most people know about really well. Static electricity is that electricity you discover when you're about 7 years old and you're walking around your house in a pair of socks, and you probably had some carpet that you shuffled your feet along, and you came up to your brother, sister, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, whoever was sleeping on the couch at the time, and you took your finger and you went, whoop, and it popped them right in the ear and woke them right up, and they got angry and you guys had a fight. That is static electricity. But electricity in general is not the blue. It's actually much smaller than that, and it is one little thing. What is electricity? Who can tell me just what is electricity? Right here in the blue. What is the one word though? It's the white, it's the center. There's actually a word for it that I'm looking for, and it starts with an E. Electricity starts with an E too. Yeah, go ahead.
Electron.
Electron is correct. Great round of applause. Electrons. And that's it. That's all electricity is. And electrons are a part of everything. Electrons are a part of the atom. And the atom is what makes up everything. Protons, neutrons, and of course, electrons. So electrons are what we're going to be playing with. That's all we're going to play with today, electrons. Now, static electricity is the easiest way to get a hold of those electrons. And there was a man, an ancient Greek named Thales, who's the first person to record ever doing this. How did he do it? He picked up one day, he came across a piece of rock called amber. And he picked up that piece of amber, and he thought it was beautiful. So he ran home and he goes, oh my God, you gotta take a look at what I just found. I found this giant piece of rock, it's so pretty. Wait, it's a little dirty, hold on. And he rubs it and he cleans it off and he sets it on his desk. When he did that, he set it right next to a pile of feathers. And all of a sudden, some of the feathers floated over to the piece of amber. And Thales had an idea. And he called it, they're a trap. Why? And that was actually the first recording of static electricity. Now, I don't have a chunk of amber nor an ancient creek here up on stage. So it would be hard for me to demonstrate that without them. Luckily, there are other things that can actually produce static electricity. One of them being a fantastic rubber balloon. So now, I know, impressive. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to need somebody. Look, nobody yet. I'm going to need somebody who's got some free-flowing hair. Preferably kind of long, because I need to mess it up. And I know everybody wants to do that. You would be perfect. Come right down on stage for me.
Yeah. What's her name? Abby.
Abby, wave to the audience. Abby, say hello, audience.
Hello.
Audience, say hello, Abby.
Hello, Abby.
All right, why don't you stand right in the middle for me? How are you feeling? Nervous? You ever been on stage before? No? Okay. I tell you what, you don't have to do a thing except smile pretty for the audience. We're going to show them what static electricity can do. Now, you don't mind if I mess up your hair? Good. I wasn't really asking. And what we're going to do is I'm going to pretend your hair and this balloon is now a chunk of amber. And what's happening with this is just like rubbing that amber on cloth, I can rub this balloon on your hair. And all I'm really doing when I do this is I'm stealing electrons. I'm stealing electrons from your hair and giving them to the balloon. And look at that. Really good. So all that's happening, when we create static electricity, we're creating an imbalance of charges. I never had sisters, so I could probably do this all day. All right, give her one more round of applause. So static electricity is just stealing electrons. We're moving electrons. We're creating an imbalance of charges. The balloon had more negatives. That's what electricity is, a negative charge. Her hair had more positives. Positives and negatives love each other. They're soulmates. And you laugh, but that's what they are. They want to be together. That's all they want to do is be together. Terrible accent.
Be together. Be together.
Yeah, so opposite of that, negatives. Hate negatives. If you were an electron and I was an electron, we'd be fighting on stage right now. I'd be losing because he's very large and he would kill me. But that's okay. Electrons don't like each other. Electrons love protons. All they want is their partner. They want to be together. So another way to identify that is we're going to use a Van de Graaff machine. It's a little more high-tech than the balloon, but not a whole lot more. So all that happens inside of a Van de Graaff machine is there's a rubber belt that's moving around a couple of rollers. And all it's doing is creating, again, that imbalance of charges. It's taking electrons and moving them to the outside of the sphere. So what's happening at the top, you see, all those little strands are full of electrons, just like your hair was, and they're repelling one another. They don't want to be next to each other because, again, they hate each other. So what we can do to see static electricity is we can let it marry its protons. We can let it marry its long-lost love. And when that happens, we get zero balance, and we get a spark. So if we take this opportunity, so sad. We'll turn it up a little bit, make it a little bit better. And now we're producing a little more electrons. What's really neat, I'm positive to this. It loves me. You know how I know? If I stick my hand up, it wants to touch me. But I don't want to touch it because it would hurt. You know why it would hurt? Because all those electrons want to move at once. They create that little spark that you see right there. We're on target. We're totally on target with those sounds. So these little blue sparks you see, that's actually the path of a whole lot of electrons jumping ship. And going, I'm in love, let me go over here. And now, right here, not a whole lot are moving yet, but I can do it. It doesn't hurt too much. Now they're angry at me. I didn't pay for dinner last night. But then what we can do is we can actually neutralize Now no electrons are building up, no imbalance of charge, and it's just sad and I can touch it. But we let them be happy again, get close, woo, no thanks, just do this instead. And that's how static electricity actually works. So, electricity is an imbalance of charges. Electricity is really just an electron, and we're stealing them from things. We're making them move. Now, static electricity, all we did was take those electrons and put them on the outside. And they were staying in one spot until I brought something close to it, and then all those electrons wanted to jump. That's not very useful to you and I. That's not how our houses work. We use a different form of electricity. We use something called current electricity. And current electricity is the flow of electrons. It's actually getting electrons to move so we can use them to our advantage. Now, you need more than just the flow of electrons to do anything with electricity. You also need a path that it can flow on. That's called a circuit. And yes, there is a vocabulary quiz at the end of the show. So you learn static electricity, current is moving electricity, and a circuit is the path that it moves on. I'm going to put this in Floridian terms. NASCAR. Some locals. The electrons would be the cars. The track would be its circuit. The cars go around the track, they're moving, and they go around the circuit. They call, I believe, the moving the track circuits in the race. I don't know too much about NASCAR. Okay, so what we're going to do on stage is I'm going to show you how the circuit works. Because a circuit needs to be complete. It needs to be whole for those electrons to move. If it's not whole, then the electrons don't go anywhere and you don't have any electricity doing things for you. So what I need are about 5 volunteers to come up on stage. So go ahead and raise your hands. I'm going to do the best I can to see what I'm pointing at. I'll go ahead and take you. That would be great right there. And I'll take you in the back, kind of sitting down, black shirt. 2, I'll go ahead and take right there. I think you're wearing red and white. I'll go ahead and take 2, and we'll do one more in the back. All the way in the back. Pink. Come on down, come on down, come on down. Hi, guys, come on down. Do me a favor, stand in a straight line and face the audience for me. Come on down, come on down.
There's
Come on,
so cute.
we're going to be fine. Yeah, come on down, why not? I got plenty of space. You're doing good. Right here. Face that way. The Earth and the Moon. We'll talk about that later, maybe. They're held in place by static electricity. Okay, so this is what I'm going to ask you guys to do. We're going to build a circuit. That means all of you need to be touching. And the way we're going to do that, I need the 2 of you to hold hands. Can you do that for me? And I need the 2 of you to hold hands. Oh, cooties. Hold hands. Hold hands. Oh, you guys are good. I don't even have to tell you. So this is...
I can put a 9 on.
Cooties is gone? We cured Cooties?
And then it glows.
Yay! Okay, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to wrap around the front for me. And you come stand by me, but hold on to her hand. Just bring the circle around to me. You guys are staying. You come right over here. Beautiful. And I'm going to ask you to come right over here and stand next to her, but hold on to her hand for me, okay? Just come right around this way. Perfect, right there. This is what I'm going to ask you to do. Don't hold hands just yet. I'm going to ask you to take this, put it in the palm of your hand, and I want you to put one finger right there, but don't touch that one, okay? Okay, and you stay right there. So what we're going to do is we've created a circuit. We've now created a path of electricity for our current to move in. It needs to be closed for that electricity to actually move. I assure you nothing will hurt any of you. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly bring down the lights. And I'm going to need you to do me one favor, buddy. You hold out your hand like this, one finger up for me, just like that. Touch that right there, that little metal piece, and just hold it.
Oh, look at
Just hold
that.
it. Leave your hand on it. No, just leave it on there.
Touch it, touch it.
I promise it won't hurt you. Just leave your finger on it. I'm gonna. Perfect. Leave it right there. There we go. We've completed our circuit. Give them a round of applause. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask the 2 of you to let go. Stay. Hold on. Keep your finger on it. Stay right there. There you go.
He's touching them.
There we go. Look at that. Open. Open. Close. It's a light switch. Congratulations, you guys got it. Give them a round of applause. Thank you guys. Keep them out. Keep them out.
Bravo!
So completing the circuit actually completes the movement of electrons. We need the circuit and we need the current to actually make electricity useful. That's how we put it to work. Now there's one more thing about electricity that I like to talk about in the show, and that's something called high frequency electricity.
I know that is.
We have some high frequency electricity fans in the crowd. Okay, so most things in your house plug into the wall, right? And unless it's wireless. And it plugs into the wall and it draws power from the wall, draws electricity. That electricity moves through inside your device at 60 hertz, or 60 times a second. What is hertz? Hertz is actually the way that the electrons move. And what happens is, they move to the left, all the electrons, and then they move to the right, and then they move to the left, and then they move to the right, and then they move to the left, and then to the right, and they do that 60 times every second. Seems pretty inefficient, but it works. And that's called your frequency. What's really neat about electricity is if you change that frequency, how fast it moves left and how fast it moves right, you can do some really neat things with it. In fact, you can actually get the electricity to travel over your body without even hurting it.
I know that. Just get at that.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a normal device that we would plug into the wall and take it from 60 hertz, which hurts you. I told you I should have done that joke. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to change it to 50,000 hertz. And when you do that, you actually, the electricity will hurt you. So what I'm going to need is two very brave and responsible volunteers who are going to listen to everything that I say. If you would come up on stage. And in the blonde hair, yes, come on down.
I'm sort of recording the show, so I'm going to put
I'm
this.
sort of recording. That may not be a great idea. Why don't you set it in a seat while you're doing this now? Hi, what's your name?
This one isn't recording.
Ariel, nice to meet you, Ariel. And your name would be? Your role?
I don't know how to take a picture with it.
Tesla right here. Everybody come around to the
I just took her picture.
It's recording.
Okay, so what I'm going to ask you guys to do is stand. Actually, you're doing fine. Go ahead and stand. Nope. Other way. You do it like this. Let me take that hand, pull it out like this one. You're going to hold that right there. And you take your hand and you're going to hold this side right here. Why don't you guys face the audience though? There we go. You guys can get a little closer together so you're like, there we go, that'll work. And move your hand in just a little bit for me. Perfect. And take your other hand, hold it out for me. And you're going to hold that. And you're going to, oh, there you go. You know exactly what you're doing. Guess what I'm going to turn you guys into? Human light bulbs. So, yes. I'm so happy about this one. This was probably one of my favorite demonstrations. What we're actually going to do, I'm going to light electricity into this light bulb while you're holding it. And what's really neat is that electricity is going to be moving at 50,000 hertz, which means the electricity is going to go over you, into this one, over you, and into this one. And because fluorescent bulbs glow with neon lights, it doesn't take a whole lot of energy to make that glow happen. You're actually going to provide enough glow from you to her to light all three light bulbs.
We hope.
Or I will glow, you glow, and then we'll all be in trouble. Here's what I ask. Don't let go of the light bulb, just keep a nice grip. You won't feel a thing.
Are they going to get turned into frogs?
All right, everyone, lights. Thank you so much. 3, 2, 1. Ha. Hold on. Psych out. Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. All right, let's try that again.
Can't take any pictures.
Perfect. You guys ready? 3, 2.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Human light bulb, human light bulb.
Bravo! Bravo!
All right.
Bravo!
You did a great job. All right. So,
Is this recording?
in short,
I just held it up all
we
the
talked
time
to you about
recording.
static electricity.
You're famous
We
now.
talked to you about current electricity. I talked to you about how electricity moves, which is through circuits. And then I talked about really cool stuff you can do with electricity by changing frequency. So what we're going to do at this time is I think that's pretty much the show, right? What's going on?
Oh,
What are you doing? What step?
oh, dang.
Yes!
We haven't even
Look.
checked that stuff yet. It's okay.
Why
You're
did
not
he cover
going on
the-
stage. We're not showing this stuff. You guys,
Tesla coil! Woo!
have a choice now, Stephanie. Yeah, all right.
We checked it.
Let's see
It's
if
all
okay.
perfectly safe.
Tesla coils! Woo!
All right, I tell you what, we'll go ahead and move forward with some of this stuff. Okay. I gotta think for a second because I haven't even used this stuff yet. Oh, and you want to open more? Great.
Tesla coils! Woo!
Okay. So static electricity, right? We used a rubber balloon and we used a small Van de Graaff over here. Well, that just doesn't quite cut. We have another Van de Graaff right in the middle of the room here that I want to actually demonstrate a little bit more static electricity since I was forced to do it.
It's part of your job description.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to need is I'm going to move this, and we're going to set it in the middle. I'm going to move it very, very slowly, so hopefully I don't ruin my demo, because that would be tragic. And I apologize for everyone's view. And we're almost there. All right, and we're so close. I haven't messed it up yet. Good. Okay. All right. What I'm going to need are 4 volunteers, preferably someone with, again, the wavy hair. I kind of like the long, stringy hair. Yeah, you got great hair. Come on down. And probably if you haven't been up yet, that's another thing. So if you've been up already, why don't you wait? You have some dark hair I see right back there. Come on down. Yes, young man, you too. And young lady right there in the back. Come on down. Okay. We're going to have some volunteers. I can't believe you guys volunteered to get shot. That's so cool. Thank you so much for doing that. Why don't you go and put those on for me?
I actually don't mind.
You got to put those on for me. You can put those on for me. Unfortunately, only 4. If I need another one, I will call you back up. I'm sorry. Somehow I ended up with more. They're too big for you? That's all right. Give them a try. Clearly, the safety is not too much of a concern because I've got these heavy-duty hard hats that I also need to wear. They're going to protect you from large falling items that may be falling on your heads a little bit later. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do, I need you to follow me over here. And you're going to stand right about here. And you can face the audience. And you can stand right about here and face the audience for me. And you stand right about here. Face the audience for me. I guess you know where you're going, right? Right here? Yes. And why don't you two take one step back for me? Perfect. And you guys are actually okay. You're perfect range to get stuff. Exactly what I was hoping. So, again, Van de Graaff machine. Van de Graaff machine. It actually builds up static electric charge. That's just electrons like we talked about. And what's going to happen are those electrons are going to build up, and at the top I have some pi tins in place. Now electrons, again, they actually reject each other. They're not really friends. They have nothing in common, except the fact that they're all electrons. And what they're going to do is those pi tins are each going to build up with negative charge, and they're going to repel themselves just like our Van de Graaff did with the little hairs earlier. And then what's going to happen to my volunteers is they're going to get pelted by pi tins and some other stuff. This is my only request from you guys while you're standing here when the Van de Graaff is on. Don't do this. Okay? That'll hurt. Gotcha? Hands down at your side. Alright, you guys ready? Set, and let's turn it on. So you're going to hear it kick on. And what's going to start happening is you got some electrons that are being moved by the belt on the inside. You guys feel they are? Oh! 2 pi bands, 3 pi bands, 4 pi bands, 5. Stand right here. 7. 8. Ready all over the place. Bounce all over. 10. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like modern art. All right, give yourselves a round of applause. Actually, stay right there. Stay right there. I'm going to get you in just a second. Hey kids, do me a favor. Take off your hard hats. Take off your hard hats. And your goggles, slide them down. Slide them off your face, slide them down. Oh, what is that? Remember, keep your arms down at your side. Go ahead and take your goggles actually all the way off. And do this. Can I do this? You don't mind that, Dave. Uh-oh, look at that. What's happening? What's happening to you? What about you? It's a little harder to see yours. But what's happening right now is, you see you're attracted to the Van de Graaff right now. Remember, you're positive. This is negative. All your hair is sending the guide for it. This is okay. I can fix your hair. Hold on. 1 second. Remember, keep your arms down at your side.
Oh! Whoa!
That is a big spark of electrons, also known as static electricity. Now watch your hair when we do that, because there's another confetti. Oh, there we go. Your hair just dropped because we grounded it out. We gave the positives. There we go. This is also where some strobe lighting happens. So what we're doing here with our Minecraft machine, my hair's up too? My hair's beautiful. There's nothing wrong to me. It knows better. There we go. All right, that is how a Van de Graaff machine works, and that's how we can spark it. And then almost everybody's hair kind of feels it. There we go. He's got product in his hair. You boost your hair, don't you? All right. Give him a round of applause. They did so well. You guys are going to keep this completely safe while fighting at this time. Just put your stuff on the ground. Stephanie's going to clean that up. That's what she gets paid for. Just drop it on the ground. She's going to come up and you guys are more welcome to go back to your seats. One more time. Give her a round of applause. Stephanie's going to clean up for me. Awesome. Okay. As Stephanie cleans up, we're going to do a little bit more of a recap. That was static electricity with a large Van de Graaff machine. Again, we can't do a whole lot with static electricity. The last thing that we're going to talk about is we're actually going to use a device known as a
Tesla coil! Woo! Woo!
We're going to take it right to the middle.
This is my all-time favorite thing.
This is actually a machine.
Sort of. Yeah, it kind of, I do. I mean, sort of. But
that is designed to specifically create
kind of not working
high-frequency
for but I need
electricity.
capacitors, that's all.
Do me a favor. Will you plug this one in for me? You're so good. Thank you.
Are you holding the transformer?
And what that high frequency can do for us, besides the fact, if it's at the right frequency, it can go over your body. If it's at the wrong frequency, it goes through your body. This one right here, what we can actually do with it is change the frequency.
I know what happens. Ooh,
Now,
I love these
what does
coils.
that mean? Well, if you go from 50,000 hertz to 60,000 hertz, that electricity actually makes a different pitch. And if you can change all the time what that pitch is, you're technically creating a musical instrument. So what we've done with this Tesla coil is actually created a musical device. We can change the frequency of this Tesla coil any second, any moment we want. So we're actually going to allow it to play us some music. This is going to act as our speaker instead of using real speakers. Stephanie, do you bring down the lights? And I would love to have you down here. Stephanie's a concert pianist, and without her, I don't have a show. Give her a round of applause if she makes me a She loves this part of the show because she's the singer of the station.
That's right. I'm ready.
You're ready for your close-up?
I'm ready, sir.
I think that is a reference that none of the kids are going to get. Alright, so what I'm doing here, what Stephanie's going to do, Stephanie's going to play us a little bit of Beethoven. Is that what you're going with?
I prefer Bach.
Bach. Oh, my apologies. How dare I insult you in such a way. So I'm going to give our Tesla coil some power. And I'm going to turn it on.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
You're on? You have power, and when you are ready, let's hear a little pop, please.
Okay,
Oh my god.
Beautiful, go.
Like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Woo! Basically, they just change the frequency so fast that, like, you know, how sounds. It's just
Tesla coil back for me. That is our singing Tesla coil.
Is that a solid state Tesla coil? Is that an SSDC?
And what we're going to do is just slowly move it back with me. You're doing such a good job. Alright, we're going to move this back because it's going to be in our way for the next demonstration.
I wish.
Maybe. Should we do the next one?
You should have a Faraday cage. You need a Faraday cage.
Why not? We'll do the next demonstration. Our last, I mean, if we only lose one audience member, that was a plus from last week, right?
Yeah, I mean, the whole front row went out. That's
Perfect. And I think we have a great plan. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we've got one more Tesla coil to use.
Woo!
Remember, like I said, the
Big.
No, it's not big, trust
high
me.
frequency electricity is the
That is not big.
I
I have a friend who has like a 7-foot tall one in each.
without creating the biggest
not big.
spark you could possibly think of.
What is shiny secondary?
Object here. This is our Tesla coil, our second Tesla coil. We call it, or I affectionately call it, Big Bertha. You can probably guess why. And what Bertha actually does for us is she's going to create so much electricity that she's actually going to help us create a lightning bolt right here in this room. Now, Tesla, thank you. Now, Tesla himself, that is what the Tesla coils are named after, Nikola Tesla. When he was actually inventing the Tesla coil,
That's my
his
nickname.
whole purpose behind him, what does it even matter? The whole purpose behind his Tesla coil was actually to create wireless electricity. In 1890, this is embarrassing, he was actually trying to create electricity that never had to plug in. He was tired of plugging his things in, just like most of us are today. And actually, he was quite successful at creating wireless electricity. His Tesla coil that he built in his laboratory in Denver was over 50 feet tall.
I can smell ozone.
50 feet tall, and actually could light up light bulbs over 5 miles away.
Warden Clock Tower.
So, here's the deal. I'm going to light off our Tesla coil. I'm going to create some lightning in the room. At this time, I ask that you do not get up out of your seats. Stay in your seats. Don't rush to the exits or anything like that. It is also a good time, if you're not a real big fan of loud noises, you have 20 phalanges. If you're limber enough, you can use your toes. If you're not, you can use your fingers. But it might be a good idea to place them into your eardrums. Not all the way, but you get my idea. Because this one does get just a little loud. We're actually going to set this off twice. So please mind your seats.
Oh
We
yeah.
are live. Ladies and gentlemen, Nikola Tesla's greatest invention, the Tesla coil, in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Yeah.
1. I said that Nikola Tesla designed this so he could light up light bulbs. He wanted to do wireless electricity. Now, my hallways, we're going to kill those lights for me, please. We're going to do the best we can to see if we can get some wireless electricity to occur in this room. If you guys would be so kind, hold that light bulb and keep a nice grip, because remember, it is kind of surrounding you, so it's only going to help. And you're going to want to put it as close as you can up in the air. There you go, suckers. All right, and you're going to do the same thing for me. And I'm actually going to ask you guys if you guys want to hold on to that one for me. Hold them nice and high. Hopefully the audience will get a chance to see this. It's a little challenging sometimes, but here's another trick. If these aren't
What is it called?
my strobe lights are not actually plugged in.
Yeah.
Those are going off because of this. So it actually does work. So let's do this one more time before we end the show. I want to thank you guys for stopping by today. I hope I entertained you. 1, 2, 3.
I told you I could drown it out.
Might work out too well for you, but the strobes were great. I think they were killing the whole lighting effect in the front row. I want to thank you guys for coming to our
Awesome.
class today. I want to thank you guys for stopping by here. If you could kill me, please continue with Stephanie. I want to thank you for your time, your company. Please come back and join us anytime. Thank you so much. If you want to see because I need to see out for you, I can do that now. Thank you guys for that. Get a sticker. Get a sticker. There you go. You're very welcome. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Comment cards, Facebook. Let us know if you liked it, you hate it.
Yeah, but YouTube
Stickers. There you go. I only have so many, so hopefully if you want to, I'll give you. Yeah, you can have one. There you go. You had a question. I'll give it to you. Yes, yes, yes.
My brother took a picture of this mold.
Yeah?
From the hair test.
Did it work?
And I also didn't put my face one.
You did?
I left only one pillowcase.
It was really
And
loud.
I heard that. And it wasn't loud at all.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you didn't think it was too loud. You guys down? You want to sit down?
Okay, let's go, Lucas.
Come on, let's go again.
Well, this one is one we actually built. Thank you guys very much. Please come back and visit us. You can actually find some people that make smaller ones. They run anywhere between $500 and $10,000, depending on the size that you want.
Go to www.juicephone.com. They sell them.
I saw another one.
Juicephone, and I would recommend amazing1.com. They're very, very good.
I know. I saw it in my popular science book.
Awesome.
Or just build one.
Come back and visit us. Hi, did you get a sticker? Yeah. You held a light bulb. I think you deserve that.
Just build one.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
I like it.
Hi, bye guys. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, yes. Yes.
Time on TV, I saw there was one of those tests.
Uh-huh.
It was about the size of that.
The big pantograph in the back?
It's probably
yeah, I think
Sorcerer's
there's
Apprentice.
a movie out.
The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Sorcerer's Apprentice has a really cool one too. Did you guys volunteer now? Do you want a sticker? Okay, well thank you for coming. There's your sticker. Hey, I'm just gonna give it to you. You can put it wherever you want. Maybe at Trapper Keepers? Those are still big, right? No? You're like, never heard of a Trapper Keeper. 5-star travel gift? No. It's okay.
That was one loud thing.
That was loud, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny.
Super
That's not as loud as some of the other stuff we do. But I think it's because it's a noise that people are just afraid to hear that it makes it a lot worse for people. Did you get a sticker? There you go. Did you get one? Okay, there you go. Thank you guys. Did you want a sticker? You look, you're eyeing it like, I have to have one. Yes. Did you get one? Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you guys for coming. Is this yours? Did you read this?
Oh yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, that would be
I
mad.
love your enthusiasm.
Okay, thank you.
So was it everything you
You
wanted?
have a black belt yet?
Pretty much.
She was hooting and hollering.
I know. I met you earlier.
I love Tesla coils. I need to ask you something about the spark gap I'm building. I'm going to ask you. Okay?
We'll get a sticker, Abby.
Any idea? Because mine doesn't work properly. I'm just going to ask.
Wow. That's very impressive. Hi. Did
Yeah,
you
you know all
just
about
got
that
blue.
more than me.
Thank you so much. There you go,
Come
buddy.
on stage.
Thank you guys. You're
What are
very
you
welcome.
going to do up here?
I want a marshmallow.
Oh my god, that was so
I
cute.
took Taekwondo for 2 weeks. You wanted a marshmallow? Shield factor, I think. You might have to come back for that one.
That's what we're thinking of.
That was so cute.
Yes.
I'm building a spark gap Tesla coil, and yeah, like I've read a lot of things like, oh, don't touch the primary, don't touch the primary, don't touch the primary.
Yes.
Stuff.
Don't touch the primary. Can you unplug the vacuum? It's the white one.
It's not producing a big enough, like it's only producing like this big of a spark, and that's when you want to have a grounding rod near it. It's powered by a 7,500 volt 30 milliamp NST.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what could be the problem?
We can go look at that.
Sometimes it might be with the Tesla coils in its safety. Now I did not build this one. A different gentleman did, so I'm going to give you as much knowledge as I may have. I know the number of windings of your primary and the number of windings of your secondary are extremely important. And there's and I don't know the ratio, but there's a ratio that you need for this.
I think it's 1 to 4. Oh no.
The other thing to pay attention to, the one thing that we had an issue with, is actually the distance of our spark gap. That also plays a big role in how the Tesla coil is going to function, how far apart those are from one another. So you might play with that a little bit, and that might help your arcs. That's another thing that can do it. And then also the size of your toroid is going to play a role in it as well.
What Arabian Nights here?
What's that?
Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights starts next weekend.
August 20th.
Yes. So actually, it'll be the day after that you'll be able to see it. These guys are reading up on us. Be careful. Yes. What's that?
So I know some stuff. The
Careful, guys.
metal bows.
We'll catch up next time. Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming. Bye. So yeah. This.
Well, my capacitors are Leyden jars.
Oh, you use Leyden jars. That's interesting. We have that's our capacitor bank right there. And that's actually the same capacitor bank. This one was actually Zeus Phone helped us build this one. Steve actually helped us build that one. This one was also helped by Steve, but a lot of our own design too. So
You met Steve?
we just talked through email, phone conversations.
So are you on for high voltage, the forum?
No, well the guy that built this is.
Yeah, I know.
but
Like
we're
I've
not.
seen him on there. You should be on there.
I need to just to hear what these guys are talking about on there, especially since I'm just the presenter most of the time. I don't have too much of the background on how to build them and everything like that. But if you want, you can send me an email. Do you have a pen or paper?
Yes, I do.
And I can put you in touch with the gentleman that did. And he can give you a little bit better idea. We want to be careful. We don't want you to hurt yourself. So you may be you may not be as forthcoming with information as a person from the Science Center. But as somebody who's just on the forum, you might be able to ask me some questions. This is good. My email is
This was actually the first time I've actually seen a working Tesla coil, because I mean, like,
from the one at Mosey. They have a small one about that size that's
you.
on their floor.
ooh,
You can actually reach in with a chainmail glove and let it strike the chainmail glove.
awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's Mosey?
Mosey's in Tampa. Their Science Center in Tampa.
It's a little far away.
And if you guys are members here, you get into Mosey for free.
Yeah.
So you just have to go.
MOSI stands for Museum of Science and Industry.
Yes.
So if I say that I've been to Orlando Science Center, then
You have to be a member to the Orlando Science Center, and you can get
Oh.
in there for free. And actually, there's a lot of museums across the country. It's called a reciprocal membership. If you're a member of your home museum where you live, then you get into a lot of museums around the country. So if you travel, you just go to the museum and you get in free.
that's awesome.
It's very nice. But thank you for coming to the show. I'm glad. I love the fact that you dressed up for it. Did Eric get a picture of you?
think he did.
He left. Our PR guy was here, and I was hoping he was going to get a picture of you, but.
Well, you were up on stage, so we got.
Oh, that's right. He's got you on film, so you may see yourself on our website here shortly.
Yay!
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, it was nice to meet you.
Nice
What
to
was
meet
the
you
name?
too. My real name is Nerol, but call me Tesla.
Tesla. Naroba.
Nerol. And then